ทำไมเป็นอย่างนี้วะเดี๋ยว อ๋อคนนี้คือสารโรจน์เหรอโอเคโอเคเดี๋ยวกูติดสอนเดี๋ยวโทรกลับโอเคสวัสดีครับ All right. So shall we start for today's class, right? Okay. So first of all, I have to say that you have to cover for two topics first. So we can start from the first topic here, right? Watching TV. So basically, you can cover for five questions here. Do you like watching TV? Right? So well, I think that to me, um, I really like watching TV back into the previous time, but right now I think that I prefer to see Netflix or even online streaming instead of watching TV, just because time changed, and I have to say that everything has been changed for a little while here, right? Second question, you have to cover for how often do you watch TV? So basically, I think that yeah, I often watch TV in a daily routine, but sometimes I switch into watching some kind of online streaming instead of it, right? So you can talk about how frequent you watch the TV show here. Next one is that what kind of TV program do you like to watch? So basically, I prefer to watch such a sport game just because I think that there are several strategy and tactic that I have to see from the competition program, especially when it comes to football or game playing. So I think that I can learn more about the program that provide me some strategy or tip and techniques here. Next, that what are the most popular TV shows in your country? I think the most popular TV show in my country, where I live in Thailand, Bangkok City, I have to say that most of the time people are watching soap opera or even drama show just because they think that it is a part of their own thinking skill, things like that. And the last one is that has the internet affected your viewing habit? Viewing habit. Yes, I think so. Because now we cannot even deny that internet play a crucial role in our life, and it has tremendously impacted to those people who will habit this kind from time to time. And I think that it's a part of our responsibility to cover or control it, especially when it comes to Internet Explorer or searching for some information. To me, I have to say that when it comes to viewing habit, I have to say Internet has a big impact to view just because we strive into the online uh, channel, so we have to accept and acknowledge that it's a part of our life to be accepted, right? Okay, this is a sample term that you can respond to this kind of question. I'm going to let you prepare for 5 to 10 minutes. Once you're ready, you can turn on the microphone, okay?
Okay.
All right, good.
Do you like watch TV?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I like to watch the TV. How often do you watch TV? Mm, 5 or 6 times on a week. What kind of TV programmers do you like to watch?
Hmm.
Mm, I don't know. What are the most popular TV show in your country? I think the movie show
Hmm. Hmm.
or game show or voice. Uh, a game show about voice. Has the internet affect your viewing habits? Mm, no, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, good. Thank you so much for your sharing here. So moving to the second topic here, like it's about reading, right? So you have to cover for 5 questions here. How often do you read? Okay, so first question is that how often do you read? So basically, I think that I'm kind of bookwormer. Bookworm, actually, I think I prefer to read in everyday life, and I think that I have a certain time or reading schedule in a daily life, just because I think that reading can expand my horizon. Reading can teach me how to live a life in a better way. And reading is this kind of relaxation that can improve my focus or concentration from day-to-day basis. So I think that I prefer reading almost all the time, right? Second, do you like reading books? Why? If I can say for a reading books, yes, I do. I do love reading books, but right now I have shifted to reading from the manual paper or real paper books into the digital platform. For example, reading on the iPad or the internet instead, just because I think it's just kind of changes. And to me, to my perspective, I think reading is kind of a thing that strengthened my ability to know more. And that is the reason why that I really like book, even though I've changed it a bit into the, online platform. Yep. Next, do you have many books at home? As far as I'm concerned, I used to collect the many books in my shelter at home. And right now, just because the time changed and the situation in the digital world, right? We have to say that many books can be transformed into the online channel instead of like set aside from the shelter at home. So I have to say that many books can be transcribed or transformed into the online digital platform instead of the manual books at home. So I think that if I can say from the previous time, I used to have many books at home, but now I think I just collect everything in iCloud memory instead. Yeah. Do you prefer to buy books or borrow them? Um, well, I think that at the first time, I think when I was a student at a college or university student, I have no reason that I prefer to borrow them from the library, main library, main university library instead of buying it. Just because I think that it's a part of our right to be a student or college student to borrow such a manual or textbook from the university library. And if I consider myself right now, I think I prefer to buy a book instead of borrowing, just because the time frame that I can finish it, right? I think when you own a book, you can read many times that you can read it. But sometimes if you borrow, you have just remaining time that you have to cover for the reading, just only that point. So I would say that I prefer buying book instead of borrowing it. Yeah. What are the benefits of reading? As far as I know, I've realized that there are lots of benefit of reading. First, I have to say that reading can strengthen the way that you can know more of the knowledge set, or even you can improve that skill by reading or through reading such a book. And the charm, the material or the channel of reading is not just only limited to such a reading in on a book, but you have to, there are several ways to search for the internet library or even a reading online, right? Instead of reading on the paper. Second, I think reading can be a friend. What I can call that is that I think reading is a part of our, real friend, just because they no more hurting you, and they won't be able to hurt you at all. So I would say that a true friend from a reading, they can be a part of your friends and be with you all the time that you are going to anywhere else in the world. And next one is that I think reading is a kind of like a mental helper. What I can say is that it's a part of our counseling or even a consultation. When we have got problems, for example, a knowledge set that we didn't know from to solve a problem, such as mathematics, physics, chemistry, whatever that. Reading can be such the way to solve this kind of problem. And I have to say that reading may be one of the most interesting tools that can be a long way. When we got a problem, we can solve by reading. And the last one is that reading can even more broaden your experiences. I have to say that you don't have to face any kind of experience by yourself. But if you do lots of more reading, I have to say that you can deal with such an experience by one experience or another experience, and then you can substitute this experience into your own way. That's we call imitation, or reflection from a reading instead of facing or experiencing in the real world. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to let you prepare for 5 to 10 minutes for reading. Right. Once you're ready, you can turn on the microphone here.
Okay.
Right, good.
How often do you live? Hmm, I'm not sure. Do you like this book? Why? I don't like this book because I think it's so boring. Do you have many books at home? Yes, but in the study book. Do you prefer to buy book or borrow them? Hmm, I don't like both. What are the benefits of reading? Is mega you will pass the example or test. Yes.
Mm, okay, good. Thank you so much for your sharing here. All right, so shall we move to the next topic here? So it's about accommodation and weather, right? So first, I think we can cover for the first topic here, accommodation. Do you live in a house or flat? Is it a big, so I live in a house where I can live with my family members. I think that is a part of our safe place that I live in a house and a single community that I can bring from my family members. If I can consider a flat, I used to live in a flat too, but I think that is quite independent. It's not that make a, a daily habit as a mutual cooperation within being in a flat. So I have to say that living in a house is a better place for me. Second, is it a big place? As far as I realize is that it's not that big, but it's not too small. What I can say from this is just because I think that pace within coming from our family members in the house is not how big it is, as we can consider from our family members can share the vibe or sharing some idea and perspective to each other. I have to say that it's such a wonderful place that we can bring such a happiness all together. Even though some people may believe that if we live in a big house can bring such a kind of a feeling of convenience or comfortable in there. But to me, I think that is about our making decision that we live in within our family members instead of living independently. So some people may prefer to live alone in a single community or a single place such as flat or condominium. But I would say that once in in a later life we have to gatherings for some places just because we call harmony in unity of family. How long have you lived there? As far as I remember, I have to say that I've been living there for 10 years ago. During that time, so the time has been chip and change from time to time. When I was a child, was to go to the school. So I think that at that time I lived with my family, and family can bring me to the school. So the place that I live in the house might be really convenient and comfortable for me. When I moved to be adolescent and teenager, I have to say that I shifted from the community place into the big city. And I think that I quite separated at that time just because I have to stay for the college life and getting for such a graduation there. And after that, when I start working, right, I have to say that I just feeling like I want to go back and go home with my family members. So I think that what I have been here is quite different, but the same feeling is that we feel warmth and we feel gratitude to each other. Next, what do you like about living there? Living in a single place is much different from other place too. To me, I have to say that the two differences between living in the city and living in the downtown or even a better place. I have to say that living in a big city is quite living in a free time and independently. What I want to say from that, what I mean by that is that living in a city is quite freedom independent and what I want to do. I can do for that because I don't have to make more decision making on others. Just living alone would be a safe place. By the way, I think that when it comes to time change, everything change, family members is waiting for. I have to say that living in a big family might be an option for nowadays, just because I think that living in a big family can bring such a happiness and we can share something together. For example, like sharing meal, sharing a personal life, sharing funding or even budget planning here. So we can talk and share. So living in a big family with a rural area or is far away from a big city might be an option there. Are there any garden in the place that you live in? As far as I'm concerned, I think that the garden can be put into place from whatever in the city life into the community. What I say by that is that I have seen and realized that in a big city they can put a garden into the big place just because they're gonna have like a green place, green area that we can be acting like along of a big city people, right? And I think that if we can far away from the downtown area, for example, like in a Phuket, Hat Yai, or even in the Chiang Mai city, we can see that the place has been changed and shaped from time to time and is a fully green garden instead of it. So I think that is a part of our right renovation or even substitution that it can be changed just because we deem to expect that a garden can be put into the place that we live in nowadays, right? Okay, this is a sample version for you. And if you have time, right, you can prepare for this for 10 minutes. And once you're ready, you can talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you live in a house or a flat? I live in a house. It's in a big place. Yes, in a big place. How long have you lived there? I forgot it, but I think since since 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about living there? Is comfortable.
Mm,
Is there a garden in the place you live in? Yes, because it's a village.
อืมโอเคเดี๋ยวเราไปเบรกสัก10 นาทีแล้วกันนะครับได้ไหม
โอเคครับ
โอเคครับ
Okay.
Okay, good. Are you ready? Okay. So for this part of okay, second option, right? So we can see from weather, right? Do you prefer to hot weather or cold? So personally, I think that I prefer both of hot and cold weather just because it brings me a few tastes of different feeling and perspective. I have to say that hot weather can bring me to to go swimming and sunbathing or sightseeing in any area of life. And even cold weather might bring me some peace and feel like we have realized that a cold can bring such a cooling space or even some kind of spaces in our life too. Second, tell me about the weather in your country in a different time of the year. If we can consider from a Thailand country, we got four seasons in the main season here. The first one is that summer season. We bring lots of opportunity to study abroad, summertime, or even doing such an activity during the summertime. Second, we have to see that rainy season, especially in the southern part of Thailand, they're going to have a rainy season. It brings a lot of wet and area of greener places or even such kind of environment that can bring such a fresh air. A third climate, it would be like a winter season, especially in the northern part of Thailand or especially in Bangkok for some time, right? I have to say that for a winter season, we can bring such an opportunity to go sightseeing or climbing, in especially for a different area, right? Especially in a mountain or hiking in some places where we can see from a wild animal or what is thing different from time to time. And the last one is that springtime. I have to say that it's a perfect feeling for a Thai country that brings such a springtime during the day. Just because it brought lots of different kind of cold weather, hot weather, or even a spring weather at that time. So during a combination of this different time of the year, the weather might be such inclusive that everyone have to deem for such a leisure activity that they can aim for, right? Which time of the year that you enjoy most when you were a child? When I was a child, I think I probably, enjoyed the most would go for summer season, just because at that time I went abroad to the New Zealand. I was, a child who had an experience in overseas, and I think a summertime in a different country may bring such opportunity, which is different from a Thai country. So I have to say that I do lots of activity and enjoy the most without extracurricular activity, especially for out seeing or out activity. I can say, yeah. So next, do you usually pay attention to weather forecast? Actually, I think during this time when I become adult, I frequently pay attention to the weather forecast just because lots of news can bring such, surrealization to us, and we can predict or forecast something just because it may have an accident to the road or transportation or commutable at that time. So I have to say that when I'm back into the children, I don't pay attention much on the weather forecast or during the season or what can happen out there. But right now, I think it's a part of our life that we have to concern and bit realize and aware of something here. So I have to say that paying attention to weather forecast might be an important skill to save a life during this time. Has the weather changed much in your country recent year? I have to say that just because the accident that happened with unpredictable situation, for example, like climate change Nangio, or even the such a sea driving what happened there, right? For example, like tsunami or that happen from time to time in internal side or external side, overseas international collaboration there. I have to say that weather change much just because of climate change, so we have to realize that we have to maintain such a positive thinking about the weather change and be prepared, be aware of this kind of thing that can happen, which is unpredictable from time to time. Yep. All right, so I'm going to let you prepare for 5 to 10 minutes. Once you're ready, you can turn on the microphone here. Yeah, yeah.
Teacher, can I go to drink water?
Yes, yes. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Do you prefer to hot weather or cold weather? I think I like the cold weather. Tell me about the weather in your country in different time of the year. Um, I don't know for this because uh I never to think about that. Which time of the year did you enjoy the most when you wear the shoe? In the December. Do you usually pay attention to the weather forecast? No. Has the weather changed much in your country in recent year? Yes, I think.
อืมโอเคอ่ะทีนี้ให้เราทำการบ้านครับผมระหว่างบุแป๊บหนึ่งมีอะไรบ้างอ่ะเมื่อกี้ watching TV reading accommodation แล้วก็ waiter ผมจะเอาอันไหนครับฮัลโหลต้องเปิดไมค์ก่อน
อ๋อลืมเปิดไปครับเอาล่าสุดครับ
เอาล่าสุดคือตัวนี้เหรอ
ใช่ครับ
waiter ตัวนี้ใช่ไหมโอเคงั้นผมก็ไปตอบคำถามนะครับตอบยาวๆหน่อยแล้วกันนะฮะก็คือ1 2 3 4 5นะครับแล้วก็เดี๋ยวส่งวีคหน้านะโอเคไหม
โอเค
โอเค
ครับ
งั้นวันนี้พอแค่นี้ก่อนแล้วกันนะครับโอเคงั้นก็ปิดจ็อบปิดคลาสแค่นี้ก่อนแล้วกันครับ see you ครับผมสวัสดีครับ
โอเคสวัสดีครับ